The rain had fallen, the fountains of the deep had burst open. For 150 days. The waters covered the earth, silence filled the ark. No land, no trees, no mountains. Only water, but then, one of the most powerful sentences in Scripture. And God remembered Noah, not that he had forgotten, but that mercy was now moving. God sent a wind over the earth. The fountains of the deep were closed. The windows of heaven were shut. The rain stopped. Slowly, the waters began to recede. Day after day, week after week, month after month, and the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Not drifting anymore, resting. Still surrounded by water, but grounded in promise. The peaks of the mountains began to appear. Hope was rising with them. Noah waited. He opened the window of the ark and sent out a raven. It flew back and forth until the waters dried up. Then he sent out a dove. But the dove found no resting place and returned 7 days later. He sent the dove again. And this time, it returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf in its beak. Life had survived, judgment had passed. Hope had begun to grow again. After 7 more days, the dove did not return. The earth was drying in the 601st year of Noah's life. The waters were gone, but Noah did not leave immediately. He waited until God said, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife, your sons and their wives. Bring out every living thing with you." And Noah stepped onto a cleansed earth. The first thing he did was not build a house, not plant a field, not celebrate survival. He built an altar. He offered sacrifices to the Lord. Gratitude rose like smoke into heaven. And the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, and he said in his heart, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans. Never again will I destroy all living creatures. As long as the earth remains. Seedtime and harvest, cold and heat. Summer and winter, day and night. Shall not cease. The storm had ended. The earth had been washed. But more importantly, mercy had spoken. And life began again. If you had stepped out of the ark after months inside, what would have been the first thing you did? Tell me in the comments. The flood had ended. The waters had receded. And humanity began again. From one family. The sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And from them, the whole earth would be populated. Ham was the father of Canaan. These 3 sons carried the future of humanity. And Noah, the man who had walked with God in a corrupt generation, began life again on the renewed earth. He became a man of the soil, a farmer, and he planted a vineyard. The earth was fertile again. Life was growing again. But one day, Noah drank from the wine of his vineyard, and he became drunk. And in his drunkenness, he lay uncovered inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father's nakedness, and instead of covering his father, he went outside and told his brothers. But Shem and Japheth responded differently. They took a garment, they placed it across their shoulders, and walking backward into the tent, they covered their father. Their faces turned away, so they would not look upon his shame. When Noah woke and learned what had happened, he spoke words that would echo through generations. "Cursed be Canaan, the lowest of servants, shall he be to his brothers." Then he blessed Shem. "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem." And he spoke over Japheth. "May God enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem." From one moment of Dishonor came consequences that would shape nations. After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. In total, Noah lived 950 years. And then, he died. The man who built the ark, the man who survived the flood, the man through whom the earth began again, returned to the dust. And the story of humanity continued. What lesson do you think this story teaches about honor and respect?